Back to the old 98 GMC Sierra. Gonna change the headlights today. Think they're the originals. What I got here is some new lenses with the LED, kind of like a teardrop halo light. Some new corner lights and some new LED turn signal lights. I got these torch beam headlights, supposedly pretty bright, and these are for the corner lights. They're LEDs, amber. So basically, the blinker lights here for Phillips. Then there's some 10mm and 7mm bolts to take this whole grill off. I think the hardest part for me is these corner or turn signal lights have two big resistors, and figuring out where to put those is going to be a trick. Also, I got to wire in, I think these go to the halo lights. I'm just going to touch them on the battery and see what lights up so I know what to wire where. All right, we got her tore into a little bit here. Pulling this off. I had one 7mm bolt there, one over here, and then you kind of can lean the top forward and you can see a tab there, tab in the middle, tab over there. These tabs I was able to reach through that bottom light after I took those 4 screws out on the blinker light and just lift. This middle one I had to kind of pull this forward and squeeze my hand down in there and lift that tab to get it out. Check these lights, they both do exactly the same thing. So I was gonna mark them inner and outer, doesn't matter. Here's the corner light, and obviously the headlights. There's just a couple 10mm bolts all the way around, 4 of them. Pull those out. I'm gonna mess with the wiring a little, figure out, I want those halos to run off the daytime run lights. So in the daytime, just the halos are on. I touched these wires to the battery. This is my halo, the covered one. And this has a little light back there in the lens, but it's a halogen, which I want to be all LEDs. This has these clips. I pulled those off. This didn't come off. It's sealed pretty good. So I think I'm just not gonna hook that light up. Just leave it alone. This did come with all halogen bulbs, but I'm gonna throw those LEDs in there that I bought, the torch or whatever. Looks like these resistors are gonna be able to mount somewhere back in here. This side has the hoses for the AC condenser, but this side, plenty of space for them to mount here, and won't hit the back of the light or be in the way of the grill. So I think I'm gonna go that route. This side's gonna be a little more tricky to squeeze them in. Maybe I can mount one up here. Looks like there's a good space there, and then the other one right there. All right, did some fiddling. This is our running light slash low beams. This is our high beam. Over here, I was hoping I could just put the running light as the halo, and then the headlights would be completely separate. That's a little more invasive probably than I had hoped. So the low beams are just going to be on with the halos all the time. I'm going to splice into these. I bought 2 of these new connectors. If you're curious, when buying them, low beam has 1 groove line and the high beam has 2. But yeah, I'm just going to splice into these 2, have 2 weatherproof connectors coming off the 1 wire, and then with the new connector I'll plug into 1, and then the halos will plug into 1 as well. So I can run the halos and the low beams slash daylight running lights off of the same wire. All right, this is what my finished product looks like. Cut off that connector, got 2 wires coming out of each, my blacks and my reds here. Halo's on. This is the other light I was talking about. I just connected it to show you what it would look like. I don't really particularly like that. I'm just gonna leave that one disconnected. Here's the new connector I bought at O'Reilly's. Got the weather connectors there. Should look good. All right, the low beams I ordered don't fit the connector, so I ordered some more. Kind of works out because to change the high beams, you have to take the grill back off, take this assembly completely off to change that high beam bulb. I think I can just change the low beams from here. Be a little tougher over where the battery is on that one, but I can do it. The only other thing is when I turn the high beams on, the halo goes off because it's connected to the low beam wiring, which is also the daytime run lights. It'd be a lot of work to figure it out to do it a different way, so I just decided to leave it. I can live with it. It's not looking too bad so far. All right, I'm working on these lights. Got the resistors mounted, one down there, and one kind of tucked up behind the light here, because these should fit well there. Over here, I just slapped them on there because there was a lot more real estate. This might hit them. I'm thinking I'm barely clear, so if you do the same lights, I'd recommend maybe tucking this one up under where that other one is and pulling this one back and up a hair, just so the light don't hit them. But I think I'm all right. We'll figure it out. All I gotta do left is take those bulbs out, swap the corner ones for those LEDs, and then I'll, on the grill over here, these corner reflectors, I just take that nut off, they come right out, put the new one in, be all right. All right, I got her back together. Aside from these 2 up top, there were 2 more. A little bit of the plastic was broken, that's why those weren't holding, so I put some bigger washers. So now there's 4 bolts holding that top portion of the grill. Looks pretty clean. Gonna turn them on for a picture here.